Hey guys, Mus1cMan here, back with another Identity 5 video, and this is going to be my next review video with a couple of gameplay sent from some members of my clan. So yeah, let's take a look. Alright, so before we get too deep in this gameplay, I would like to mention that both of these hunters are from the clan Mayhem, the same clan that I'm in. And if you're interested in trying out to join us, or even just hang out and talk about Identity with us, there's a link to the Discord server in the description below. Alright, so I guess I should probably start reviewing. Alright, you find the doc first. Doctor can be sometimes kind of tough on Sculptor because she's able to heal quarter damages now. Like mid-kite, so sometimes she can spare another attack. Although, being that you were able to hit that one statue there, that gives you that little flexibility. You don't need to worry about her like last second healing or anything, so that's nice. And you end up getting an extremely fast first down on this dock here. So that was like, what, 15-20 second kite? That was very strong start. I always have a hard time getting that first down as a sculptor, so really nice job to you. So now you're gonna use your pick thing, trying to figure out where the rescue is coming from. It looks like it's gonna come from this way. I saw the footsteps over there, so I think you're doing the right thing, just checking out the area, making sure they're not coming for a rescue. Okay, give it a second, see what happens. The nice thing about that pick that you've got there is that you can see way in advance. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll be able to figure out where the rescue is coming from. Okay, that was a really easy hit on the seer there. Is that the bot? What is the bot doing here? No, you never rescue with the bot. What is this mechanic doing? The mechanic needs to cipher rush. That's what they do. The seer was literally coming for the rescue, and against a sculptor especially, you shouldn't do that. Okay. Well, you did really good there, downing the dock really fast again. Of course, the seer has their bird. And you get, wow, another really fast down. So let's see what happens now. Now the mercenary should be going for the rescue. I mean, the mercenary should have been the first one going for the rescue anyways. I mean, honestly. What was that hiding spot? Oh my goodness. Okay, you see the mechanic is right over there. Nice job. You used that pick of yours again. That was a smart move. You end up getting quarter damage on the mechanic, which is closer to stuffing. But I would still stick relatively close to the chair because, I mean, I would have expected the mercenary to go for the rescue first. Okay, the mechanic's making their way to the chair. Oh no, you teleported the wrong spot by accident. That's okay, it happens. Wait, the mechanic rescued before the mercenary? What is that? What is that? Okay, that was a good down on the seer again. Alright, so go ahead and take the... I probably would have taken him to the chair right next to the merc. Okay. Or, not the merc, the Mac. Okay. Are you slugging? You don't need to slug anybody because there's 4 ciphers remaining. There's literally no dungeon right now. You can go ahead and take the mechanic on the chair and then chase the merc as long as you need. Okay. You're gonna chase the mechanic here. She's already used exit path, so I mean, if slugging is your thing, I guess you can do that. But you don't really need to because you got them all down before 4 ciphers remaining. Honestly, you'd be better off just sort of leaving them alone, especially because there's no decoding going on. Yeah, honestly, you should just put the mechanic on the chair. You did extremely well in this match as a whole. I don't have too many corrections for you, honestly. You used your pick at the right times to figure out where that rescue was going to be coming from. You used it to figure out where the mechanic was going to be able to get an extra hit and then eventually down the mechanic. You're using your statues to figure out where the mercenary is at, so that's a good thing as well. That's a beautiful thing. The only thing I would say is if the dungeon hasn't been revealed yet, don't bother slugging, honestly. Okay, the mercs over that way, probably making their way to the mechanic. And you got a nice early hit on the mechanic, or on the mercenary, that's nice. You keep hitting the mercenary there. This is going really well. It's literally impossible for the survivors to come back at this point. Yeah. At this point, the only thing there's no way the mercenary is going to be able to decode a cipher at this point. The only thing the merc's got with him is his elbow pads. But without those, it's pretty much GG's at this point. So just a couple of things. I mean, you probably already realize this, but just for some of the more beginner sculptor mains, how you're going to want to use your statues is that you're going to want to be able to place them whenever you think that a survivor is going to vault, or you basically want to predict kiting routes. So this is a really great example of whenever they went into like a back area or anything, or whenever they were vaulting a pallet or whatever. This sculptor had some really strong predictions as to where the survivor was going to be going, and I think this could be a good example video for all of you aspiring sculptor mains out there to learn from. Although it was kind of unfortunate that the mechanic decided to send the bot to the rescue of all the survivors. That should have been the last thing to go to the rescue. I mean, Merc should have started off first. That was a mistake on the survivor side. And now you're just going to take the mechanic to the chair, and you secured yourself a 4-man. So yeah, nice job. Thanks for sending the gameplay. You played very strong this round. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at match 2, which is another one of my clanmates playing Bloody Queen. So I'm excited to take a look at this. So you're going to make your way over to this cipher. I usually like going over past the bridge to like the tent area. Those areas tend to favor the Blood Queen more, especially because if the survivors plan this out right, they're able to force you to make a hit before the coaster, which I guess can still work with Bloody Queen because you got your mirror, you can easily catch up. And wow, okay. That happened. The mechanic got terror shocked. Okay. What that mechanic should have done was just taken the hit and then like bolted right to coaster is what I would have recommended that mechanic doing. Just take the hit. If it comes between getting hit and risking a terror shock, always just take the hit and go, unless if you already have a half damage. And the mechanic just rescued with her bot. Okay. But what is it with like the mechanics wanting to go for the rescue today? The forward should have been the one going for the rescue, and the forward's going to try to harass. I kind of saw that happening. Nice prediction of the stun. Very nice job there. And you can see the bot is right over there. And you down the bot. Nice. So now that cipher rush isn't happening while the mechanic is on the chair. And now the priestess is going to go for the rescue. Does the priestess have tide? Yes. And if the survivors are on tide, a lot of survivors don't really realize this, but if you have tide, you're not able to interact with anything, which means no coaster, no coaster, no slides, no nothing. So nice mirror rotation there. That was very nice. And now the mechanic is dead on chair again with 4 ciphers remaining. You're doing absolutely wonderful job so far. You got you exploited the fact that the mechanic took a risk and went for that. That the mechanic went for that cipher there. Okay, I would not have recommended doing a mirror like that. It's really tough to land tricky mirrors like that. And okay, you're gonna continue chasing the forward. That's all good. Because the forward is the one that's injured right now. Although it wouldn't hurt to get rid of the world portal, just because world portal's broken. Let's see what you do here. So you're gonna vault the window, chase the forward. Okay. And the forward's gonna make it to world portal. So let's see how you work with this here. Okay, if this area, this is what we call God Kite. You can contain the hunter for some time in this area. Now this would be the time if you have the trump card that you switch to teleport. If you're carrying that. The thing that makes this really tricky is that healing, that world portal healing combo with the priestess is what makes that plan sometimes work. Although I still probably would have recommended that they try kiting a bit, or at least one of them tried staying in God Kite. So preferably the female dancer, she's pretty strong in that area, and was uninjured at the time. So she ended up just giving you a couple free hits at that time. And you see the survivors in that area. You end up getting a hit on the priestess. Preferably you would have gotten a hit on the forward, but that's all good. If I were you, I would chase the female dancer here, just because the priestess is fully fed. She's able to contain you for a while if she has all her portals with her. What was that portal? What was that? Alright, well now she's out of her portals, and that was a relatively easy down. Oh, and of course the thank you spams are there. Okay, so if you're trying to get to a survivor on bridge, what I do is I like placing my mirror kind of like on the corner of bridge and then mirror rotate in. That's what I would have recommended doing. If you wanted to interrupt that healing there, is just you see like where that tree is in the corner there of the bridge, just place your mirror around there and the mirror rotate, and it should land relatively close to that cipher, so you're able to get an easier down that way. Okay, you got a hit on the female dancer. Female dancer can't save, although the forward's coming for the rescue anyways. I believe the forward still has their tide. Yeah, the forward still has tide. Okay, if this forward has any football left, they should be using it to stun you for the easy rescue. And of course you have portal escape there. Okay, so that's kind of again what I mentioned in my video about like placing your mirror on your side of the pallets, and that could have made it so that you could have gotten that down a lot faster. Of course you risk that she like walks away until you end up getting blocked off by bridge, but still in the long run this worked out to your advantage, because you're able to use your mirror rotate to be able to get that hit. So now you're going to be chasing the female dancer. Okay, that is a really tough mirror to hit. I still haven't looked too hard into that mirror just because It's like extremely tough to be able to pull that one off in particular. Looks like we have a little bit of lag, but that's okay. What are you doing here? Okay, it looks like you're just waiting for your mirror cooldown, which is all fine. Now, whenever I'm chasing a female dancer and she has her boxes everywhere, what I like to do is I like to just step outside of that radius. And stepping outside of that radius, you won't get the speed debuff, and you'll be able to mirror into that area, and your mirror will still be at normal speed. So that's what can make female dancers sometimes weak against that's what makes female dancer weak against Bloody Queen. Okay, and that was a good mirror. That was a good mirror. You down the forward there, and now it looks like you're gonna take the forward to the chair, and that works out. Okay, so now you're gonna take the forward to the chair, and you know the general direction of the female dancer. That at this point, you can make your way to that area, and then you can see, because the map is so open, whether the female dancer is planning on rescuing or just kind of going for dungeon. You were also just in that area, so you know where dungeon is at too, which is nice. So you'll be able to get it down really easily if the female dancer decides to go for that. So, yep, you're just gonna go ahead and camp dungeon. Now, the female dancer's only hope is to open a chest to get an item or two. Female dancer's right in front of you. Okay, you ended up missing it, but that's fine, I guess. Did she get like a syringe or something? Oh, she did get a syringe. Okay. Let's see how you make this work out for you. Okay. She somehow also got an elbow pad. Okay. And now at this point, it's impossible for the female dancer to get that dungeon. Okay. So overall, you did very, very strong. Just a couple of comments on your mirrors is all, but thank you for sending in the gameplay. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that video. If you want your gameplay featured in one of my future vids, instructions are in the description below on how you can send in gameplay to me. And if you have any other questions or comments, just let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you next time.